before we get into today's video, there are a couple of things I want to go over. The first thing is that this is going to be a very easy self-working card trick. So if you would like to follow along, go ahead and pause the video, grab yourself some cards, and then come back. The second thing is that this is an effect I uploaded in the last video. Now, I have a great subscriber, Robert Ball Magician, and he suggested a different ending for this effect. So I'm going to be showing you that ending, and this is also a shout out for Robert as well. He's trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before September to do his 2,000 subscriber giveaway. If he doesn't get to 2,000 subscribers before September, however, he will still do a giveaway. It's just not going to be as big. And the reason why it's September is because that will be his 5-year anniversary on YouTube. And I will also leave a link to Robert's channel in the description. So when I do the performance here, it's also going to be like the tutorial. Okay, so it's going to be all in one. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. And if I didn't mention also what these cards are, these are the piracy playing cards. I have a deck review on these. That will be linked in the description. Now let's get into today's video. So the great thing about this effect is you don't need a full deck of cards, and you also want to remove the jokers and the ad cards, as you can see here. So you're going to start off this effect by handing the deck over to the participant and giving it a shuffle, just like this. After they have shuffled the deck, it doesn't matter who does this next part, but you're going to need to make 3 piles with 3 cards each. So in the end, you're going to have 9 cards. So let's say we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The rest of the deck will go away. So you have 3 piles each with 3 cards. You're going to pick up any one of the 3 piles. Let's say this one. The participant will also give this a shuffle after they have selected the pile, and they're going to look at the bottom card and remember it. Now, in real performance, I wouldn't see the card. However, for the tutorial, I will look at the card. So let's say we have the Four of Spades. They can also sign this card, that doesn't matter. After they have remembered the card, they're going to place this pile face down on top of one of the 2 remaining piles. So let's say this pile, pick up this big pile now that has their pile with their card on top of it, and place it on top of the last pile. So really, all you did was position their card third from the top. Now you explain that in order to find their card, you're going to have to spell out their card. So you're always going to start first with the value or the number. Instead of counting up to the number, go ahead and spell the number. So in this case, the Four of Spades, from the top of the pile onto the table in one pile, you will go Four for 4. If you have any cards left over, drop those on top. If you don't have any cards left over, that is fine. Pick up the pile and now spell of. So it's 4 of something. So just like before, from the top of the pile onto the table, OF, and the rest goes on top. Now is the point where you tell the participant that we're going to switch things up a little. So I'm going to give you the chance here to either lie to me or tell me the truth. However, you're not actually going to tell me if you're going to lie or tell the truth. So I want you to go ahead and tell me the suit of your card. And this is great because they can really name any one of the 4 suits. and they are not going to tell you, and you're not going to know either which suit their card actually is. And each suit, by the way, is going to be plural, so it's going to end with the letter S. So we know we had the four of spades. So let's say they name the four of hearts. From the top, you're going to go Hearts. Drop the rest of the cards if you have any on top. Last but not least, spell the word mojo. Mojo. If you can come up with some reasoning to spell mojo, go ahead and do that. But when we spell Mojo and drop the packet on top, if you do this right, the card on top of the deck should be their card, the four of spades. So now you can reveal this however you would like, and then you can show them the four of spades. And that is what Robert suggested, and this is really great. So I'm going to go over that really quick one more time, actually, and then I'm going to show you a more, not exactly advanced way, but if you want to, make it a little harder for yourself. So let's say we have 9 cards here selected from the deck, and then we have 3 piles each. Let's say this pile is picked up, it's shuffled, and then the bottom card is remembered, the 7 of hearts. Let's say they place it on top of this pile, and then this pile goes on top of there. So you say you're going to first spell their card. So 7, Seven. The rest go on top. Of, the rest go on top. Now, let's say, for example, you saw what happened when they lied. Let's say they tell the truth. Of course, you don't know it's the truth, but let's say they tell the truth and say it's hearts. You go Hearts, and now when you spell mojo, Mojo, drop these on top. The one card on top is indeed the 7 of hearts. So the effect works whether they lie or tell the truth, which is really great. And before I end this video, let me go over the advanced way. If you didn't get a chance to see the last video I uploaded, that will be linked in the description, along with the regular YouTube short I saw this from, or the original YouTube short. So for this, you're going to have a card selected, and you're going to have that card controlled third from the top. And that really is the only thing you're going to have to do. So let's say the 7 of spades. You can have the card sign, that doesn't matter. So there are a few ways you can control the card. 3 ways I can think of right off the top of my head is the Marlowe tilt, the bluff pass, and probably my favorite way and preferred way, the controlled overhand shuffle. I'm going to leave links for all of those in the description along with the pinky count, because that is another way you can catch a break under the 2 cards from the top of the deck to go about the tilt and or the pass. But of course, any way works. And just for tutorial sake, I will leave the card face up. Obviously, it would be face down. After you control the card, you could go ahead and say, okay, we don't need the whole deck here, and you could count in groups of 3, 9 cards, but sometimes I like to mix it up, so I may add in a false cut, okay? I will leave a link in the description for some false cuts, including that swing cut I did, because this actually chains into a nice false cut. But after you have done those, you say, okay, we don't need the whole deck. We just need some cards here. And I'm going to push from the top of the deck 3 cards. Underneath that, 3 cards, 3 cards, 3, 6, 9. And notice how I don't reverse count either. That is going to mess up everything. So I go 3, 3, and 3. I take off the cards, and now it's going to work just like before. So you're going to spell 7, S-E-B-E-N, of, O-F, and then they can lie or tell the truth. Let's say spades, S-P-A-D-E-S. You spell mojo, M-O-J-O, and just like that, the card would be face down, and it's gonna work just like that. And that is today's effect. So I hope you really enjoyed this effect. If you like this variation, go ahead and subscribe to Robert down below and tell him that John or Fading Ace sent you, and try to get him to 2,000 subscribers before September so we can have a big, massive giveaway. But I hope you enjoyed this anyway. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time with a new video. Bye.